Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and we are here for another edition of All Signs. And guess what? I'm typically not on Saturdays, but that's because I'm taking off tomorrow. So we are getting the All Signs week ahead energy here earlier, just a little bit earlier here, guys. So thank you all for being here. I know this is a different time frame for me. Happy Saturday. Hello, Mamaya. Welcome back, Mitzi. Welcome back, Nafa. I do want to give a big shout out. Hello, Gungai. I want to give a big shout out to not just my regular subscribers here, but the new subscribers as well. Last night's live was hopping, and I got to tell you, I did not anticipate that to be such a large live. It was great. It was great energy last night. And that All Signs Love is probably going to be the most popular one right now. So it was pretty intriguing to see all the new people pop on. So don't be shy. We're a great group here. It's not just me, it's a community. And I love to see you guys here. And I'm just in awe a little bit with how amazing that live was last night. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for showing up and for caring and for putting your energy into it as well. So we're going to get started here with the astrology news. That's right. Don't forget, guys, we do have a live going on here as well for a goal, and that's only on YouTube. I know I'm streaming on Twitch and Facebook, but the YouTube goal is 5 donations, and we will unlock the faded dice for the collective readings at the end. We always get one, but you never know when a second one comes in place. So let's look now, guys, into what is happening into the sky before we get into the reading. So right now, this week is really a transition week. We're coming off of that Libra full moon from earlier in the week. So there's a lot of this around relationships, balance, and just seeing things for what they really are. So a lot of us, if we went through a state of purging, we're still processing the clarity that came through with that moon. Okay. At the same time, we still got Venus, yes, the love planet, in Taurus, which is actually a really grounding place for us to be in right now. So while emotions might come up, Venus is asking, what actually feels stable and worth investing in? So this is good energy for setting new ground here for us this week. We also have Mars finishing up in Pisces, the action planet, the one that likes movement. So the way we're taking action right now isn't really super direct. There can be a little confusion around how we feel about making certain moves, and that's okay. We're kind of feeling our way through it all before things fully shift. Even if you look at the Vedic astrology perspective, since Pisces energy is still very active right now, which is all about endings, release, intuition, and spiritual insight, it also ties really nicely with that Libra moon energy we just went through. So overall, these energies will likely feed into the collective message. So let's see where we're at. Let's get to the collective message here. Hey, Debbie, welcome back. Welcome back, Bernadette. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm not sure if Star's going to make it here. So this is not her typical day. So I might be down a count, a moderator, but that's okay. It's all good. All right. So we're going to be introducing something to you. I'm very excited about this. because this is a new segment that is part of Harmonia. It was released last week inside the Harmonia Friends Community Vault, and that is the introduction to the archetypes. And the archetypes are based on a dice rolling that's supposed to complement the cards itself. And I've worked very hard in this creation and bringing these characters at bay for you guys and paying homage to Tarot as well. So you will be introduced to the archetypes and they come through numerology. So this is just going to be part of the roll, but we're going to start with the archetypes first. So let's roll and see what numbers are here for the week. All right. And then I'll introduce you to them. Oh, I love it. We have a 5 and a 1, which comes to a 6. And you guys are about to meet. Ready for it? Let me find her. Let me find her. Here she is. No, that's not her. There she is. That's the mediator. The mediator. She brings balance in relationships, seeks truth and harmony, and holds accountability. With the mediator energy here specifically, it always carries more than one archetype here. So we have also here the liberator, which is, breaking through chaos, similar to the tower energy here. But combined with the one energy is a threshold here of a new beginning. And what I love about the archetype here is that the energy of the archetype has the ability here to utilize not only their intuition, but use intention here of how to make a decision. And there's a decision here coming up for us this week. This archetype restores balance, brings clarity to opposing forces, and navigates through with truth in relationships and decision-making and shared dynamics. When you're facing tension between two sides within yourself or with others, you're being asked, collective, to see clearly and take responsibility and make a decision rooted in truth. So we have the archetype here of the mediator, and I'm going to keep her here with us this afternoon. I'll keep her in the top portion. Let me do that so that we can see her energy. She'll be right here in the little corner here for us so that we can feel her. Let's see how this is going to bleed into the collective energy now. Spirit, we can hone in to not just my live audience here, but my replay audience here. How are we showing up this week? Oh, I like this combination here with the Page of Wands, because I do feel there is something about taking action this week where we're going to be seeking truth and harmony. And that's where the mediator falls in place here with the Page of Wands. I love how this blue energy makes me feel like there's something intuitively that is going to be spiked for us. There's an opportunity for a fresh approach this week. All right. I like it. I like it. What else is going on here, Spirit? Old conditioning, release, collective. It's time to release old conditioning and to step into the new way of being. The old story and past cycles of blame, shame, and guilt need to move out. Take inventory of what no longer resonates and what isn't your burden to carry. Unload what has been weighing you down. And this is perfect energy here with that Libra moon that we just went through, that purging energy. Is it not? It feels like it. I feel like that's going to be a big play here, is that we're releasing here old cycles. And as we're moving through, we're creating space and room for something that, we've been asking for. What is our challenge here with that Page of Wands and mediation energy? Remember, no reversals on initial story play. Ooh, our pride. Our pride, Leo energy. We can be stubborn. We can be resilient, but it could also be to our fault as well, taking on too much. But also being upset if something here doesn't go in our way. You know, it's one thing to have courage, but what is the courage here being built upon? All right. Challenge here is strength. It could also be not just what you carry, and this is going to play out differently for each individual sign. It could also deal with an individual here who's very prideful too. How are you being supported here by the universe? 5 of Cups. Honestly, it's in that grief. It's in that shame. It's that moment here of those old patterns. It's time to release old conditioning and to step into the new way of being. The old story and past cycles of blame, shame, and guilt no longer serve you. Yet it's coming up as your support card. You know why? Because there's a need here for releasing the grief. There's a need here for releasing this grief. All right. We're going to get to it. Aries is up first because, well, it's still Aries season. So happy birthday out there to my Aries. Thank you, Mitzi, for stepping in. I do appreciate it. All right. You guys know the drill. You know, I was just going to say the drill, but Aries just wanted to get to it. All right. I was going to say, how are you feeling? And it was like, no, I got a lot to say. But the drill I was going to say here was make sure you guys are checking your sun, moon, rising, and Venus for the most messages. But we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy here. Ooh, now this is someone here who is exhausted, overworked, mentally has mind fog, having a hard time here. Let's see the external reason for this. There's a little bit of bitterness here, Aries. What's going on? What's going on, Aries? We have the moon because you can't see everything. You can't predict the moves right now. Externally, you're feeling like you're in the dark, maybe about a specific situation or a person, but I feel more in general here. It's that you don't see what's ahead, but there's a lot of fear coming out right now. Oh, heartbreak. Grief, sadness. Some of you, this grief and sadness for this week, it is temporary. It's not reversed. So I like that for you because this means that this is something here that you're finally allowing yourself to feel. And this is something that maybe you weren't ready, you detached from. Could have been an idea, could have been a person, but it's your fears that are showing up. And I like it's the moon energy because I feel like it's that Libra moon that we just went through. Okay. It's a shadow period right now, Pisces energy, but there's something here about facing your greatest fear when it comes to loss. And this week, you're allowing that fear to come up and to face it. How are you responding to this? Oh my gosh. Did this just take a turn? You're channeling the energy of bitterness, grief, and flipping the narrative. This Aries is flipping the script. What can I do with this? How can I handle this? What's the best way to utilize my time, my ideas, my energy, my passions, my drive? What lights me up? Aries, your response to this is, it's time for me to light myself up. I like this. I like this a lot for you. What else we got here? The bigger opportunity here is the Queen of Cups. More Pisces energy here, but also Cancer and Scorpio. But this is about compassion, empathy, intuition. She's in her feels, but she doesn't let her feelings override the narrative. I feel this energy of you realizing that whatever grief that you were afraid to face has also allowed you to have a much larger heart space for yourself and maybe for others. But there's just something here about this heart space. I don't feel like this is a huge action week. It's more the drive here to look at the emotions that come up. Look at all of the bubbles here, all these different stories in place. What's the greater gain of this here for Aries for this week? Spirit, what is the greater gain here? Oh my God, your happiness. This is a huge shift, more Leo energy, a huge shift for you. Because I feel this week here, you may be setting new routines. You may be putting yourself out there in a different way, but you're like preparing for it. You're not like fully going gung-ho into it. It's just this energy here of going, I've come a really long way. I've come a really long way. What advice the Spirit have for you? And then we'll get to Auntie's message. Advice for you. Look at that. I love that it's the moon again. It's about trusting your intuition. It's about facing your fears. It's also realizing what illuminates that moon. The sun. The sun. Knight of Cups. This is a card here of an emotional fulfilling offer. Some of you, it's self-love. Some of you, it's finally being open enough to receive something large. It may not be here yet, but the opportunity here. And I love that it's the sun. Do you notice that? Do you guys notice on the shield is the sun? The sun and the moon are there. I just feel like this alignment, and that comes very much with that mediator energy. Notice how it's got the blue energy and the red. It's very much alchemizing both energies in place. Aries, what Auntie says for this week, you don't have to move just because you finally see it clearly now, and you do see it clearly this week. Let yourself sit with it for a second before you act. Your power isn't speed this week. It is timing. It is timing. And you know what? Everything is happening for you at this point. All right. So this is a really good week here for Aries. All right, Aries, if that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends community. You can always book a private reading at my website. We're going to move on to Taurus. Taurus is now up. Taurus is up. Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's see what's going on here for you for the week. Taurus, how are you feeling going into this week? Here we go. We have the Ace of Cups here reversed. You're a little bit unsettled. Something here. This does involve a relationship. I will tell you this much because I'm seeing the six of Cups. But here's the thing. The universe is so supporting you here in this grief. Some of you are really grief-stricken over a breakup or someone here that you miss. But also there's this energy here of wanting to have peace with this. All right, let's see the external reason. External reason for this for Taurus here. Ooh, feeling stuck. I feel like the this Taurus is not having closure on a situation. Is feeling very unsettled, but it has to do with a person here that was part of their life and someone that they did not think was going to be outside anymore, but now they're not in their life. And so could have been dealing with a Cancer. What's the integration of it this week? Ooh, something came out during last week's energy for you. Something came out about this individual. That's the issue. You've been illuminated And it has really kicked your pride here. All right. I think you would have given this person the world, Taurus. But the problem is you have an individual here who's pretty darn arrogant. They may even be starting some kind of rumors or lies or just another version of their story. How is Taurus responding to that this week? Oh my goodness. Feeling exiled, feeling outed. You know, this is an individual here that you considered family. But the response here this week is grief that an individual here who would, I mean, it's almost like you realize a perspective here that a person never liked you to begin with. And it's like, wow, this is news to me. But I feel like this is going to hit a Taurus hard this week. I think someone's going to be flipping the narrative on you. What's a bigger opportunity here for Taurus? King of Cups. You know, the King of Cups, he's very compassionate, has a lot of empathy and love, but also knows when to hold back. And the greater opportunity here is not to react. Not to react, okay? You're Taurus, so you're about maintaining and building stability. And, you know, with the Page of Wands energy, this is something here where you may want to like fix something or explain yourself. And the opportunity here is to ride the emotions because someone here is obviously running their mouth. Yeah. Could be dealing here with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And remember I said the challenge here is a fire sign. Could be Leo. This is an individual here who is angry, manipulative, prideful, cocky, and I also feel is starting some rumors or lies. And what you're gaining here is a whole new side of an individual. Like it's like day and night difference here of what you're seeing of this individual. It's very clear how they feel about you. It may be news to you because you did not feel, you obviously at one point loved this person a lot, but it's almost like everything that you poured into this individual, you almost feel like you don't have any peace. Like, how do you create closure out of that? Advice for you, Taurus, this week. Oh, man. There's grief here. But I also feel like somebody here is taking themselves out for you. For you. Because these true colors are needed. As hard as this may be to hear, these true colors are needed because the anxiety here of what this person says is not something that will be sustainable because it's based on just assumptions and a lot lies. So I feel like someone here is parting from you or parting ways with you or having some parting words for you this week. It's not comfortable. You have some anxiety here because you want to explain, but there's no need to explain yourself. Spirit is saying, you know, it's just kind of riding through the emotions. What Auntie says for you, Taurus, just because something feels comfortable or uncomfortable doesn't mean it's meant to stay the same. You're being asked here. Remember I said it's about your stability. You're being asked here to build your heart space. Choose what's actually worth your energy this week because this individual will try to flip your energy, take your energy. Energy vampire is what I heard, right? That's what I got here for you, Taurus. If this resonated, sending you a lot of love, first of all. And don't forget to hit like, and you can always get more messages over at Harmonia Friends Community. We're going to move on to Gemini. Gemini is up next. Hey, Ed. We're not on Libra yet, but make sure you check your other placements too. It's a quiet live today because I'm not typically on during this time frame. I also did not promote it enough, but it is what it is. People will catch the replay. Reminder, I will not be on tomorrow, obviously, because I'm on today. But I'll be back here on Monday. I'll be back live Monday for Fated Dice. Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How is Gemini feeling for the week ahead? Here we go. Oh boy. 4 of Pentacles here, reverse. Some of you have some money issues this week, all right? May have an unexpected bill or something sucking up your time where you don't have time to actually work. Let's see the external reason for this. Ooh. Well, nobody wins with the 5 of Swords. Nobody wins with the 5 of Swords energy. Oh, man. I feel this energy of facing a situation involving an individual who either says pay up, okay, well, it could even be a bill, you know, but this is something here that you be talking to a wall to try to, you know, could be a late fee, could be an individual here who says it's too late, didn't show up a specific way, nothing you can really fix. But it also leaves you feeling like, well, shit, how am I supposed to get out of this? Death energy, right? It's almost like I've collected more debt, or now I feel like I have to work overtime. This wasn't my fault. There's this energy here of making a, you know, casual mistake here, or an individual miscommunicated here and took something the wrong way. Could be that too. But this also feels like I've been cut off, or like you don't even have room here to respond or to say anything. Now, remember that archetype mediator is here. So this is the hard part for you, is to balance this when it comes to relationships. How you're responding to this loss? Justice. Yeah, I feel this energy here of accepting a loss for what it is and saying, okay, what can I do to make the best out of this situation? Now we have Libra energy. All right. And this could be a mediator. This could literally be a mediator, a third party coming in, counseling of some sort. But this is something where 2 individuals do not get along. So like a third party is needed to debrief this, however that may be. Greater opportunity here. We have the the star here. Sorry, not the sun. The star here reversed. Ooh, Aquarius energy. This is just going to hit your pride, because this is an individual here who's very prideful on how their accomplishments are, what they've earned. There's a validation thing. It's your reputation that's at stake. But this is for a Gemini here who's like, damn, this is going to hurt my reputation, whether it's a credit score, whether it's someone here who writes you up for something, whether it's someone whose opinion matters when it comes to work or your business. But here's the thing, Gemini, there's a greater opportunity, because it's just a mark. It's not the end of the world. The greater gain of this, the 10 of Pentacles. Lean on your support. Lean on your support, however that is. Community, like I said, if there's a counselor of some sort here. But this is about taking accountability this week. This is also about calling in your tribe, the individuals here that you do trust, the individuals here that you don't have to do this on your own. I feel this energy here of trying to do it all on your own, or trying to fix something, and Spirit saying, no, this is a week here for you to get the help and assistance that you need. You know, someone here has more knowledge than you on a particular subject too. Advice for you, Gemini. Five of Pentacles. This is about accepting a loss, but also getting assistance. Right? Whether that is getting a loan. There's something here about not is like, even though this is a wall, it doesn't mean that an opportunity is not here. It just means that it's closed window here this week, because the Knight of Wands here energy is taking swift actions here to correct a situation, correct it, right? But I feel like that's also calling in a mediator of some sort. Gemini, Auntie says, not everything needs to be figured out right now this week. I can see it. I can feel it. Let yourself feel something without trying to explain it away. Yeah, and this is something here you won't be able to try to explain away. Clarity will come, but not through overthinking. Lean on your support here, Gemini. All right, lean on your support this week. That's what I got here for you, Gemini. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer is up. Looks like you're in here for the long ride. You guys are funny. Well, I appreciate it. Cancer, let's see how your week is going. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Two more shuffles. All right, Cancer. How you feeling going into this week's energy? Temperance. Well, this is nice. This is nice. Temperance energy, Sagittarius. This is someone here who's feeling very aligned. I like that with the mediator. The mediator card is also, the archetype is got temperance built into it. So that's someone here who's really been working on their alignment and alchemizing something. And when it comes to their patience. All right. External reason for this. 9 of Cups. So you're patient. You're patient. You know, you may not have wish fulfillment there. It may be outside of you, but listen, you're willing not to just sit and wait. You're willing here to alchemize. You are envisioning and embodying here wish fulfillment, being in what you want to receive. That's good energy. Integration here. Look at that. Look at that, guys. You guys got another page here. You got the Page of Wands here meets the Page of Pentacles. So you are being presented here with an opportunity. Is it huge this week? No, you're setting a goal or you're learning something new. This could be a new idea. This could be a new hobby that you're picking up. This could be investing. Maybe you're looking at the stock market. I don't know, crypto. But there's something here where every little penny is going to help right now. And this week, you are embellishing. This is a really good week here to say, what is this for? This is for my well-being. And it has to do with your future. Some of you, this is really your finances. Others of you, it's about your stability, your well-being, building off an idea. Oh boy. Because the 4 of Swords here is, this is like, listen, I want to make money in my sleep, but I'm restless because I haven't set something up. You know, there's something here that you don't want to sleep on. You don't. And for a lot of you, you're really looking at investing in yourself more wisely about your future. You know, you're cleaning up your act. And some of you, it's your health. It's your well-being. You're not getting any younger. It's this energy here of like, I got to take care of myself now. And, you know, you don't want to wait till you're sick. Greater opportunity for you this week. Here we go, Knight of Cups. This is the best thing that you can do for yourself this week. Learning something new, picking up a new hobby, doing something for yourself or your well-being, investing. And if this has anything to do with a relationship, if there's a relationship that you are in, and this is for an individual who's in a relationship, it's taking it nice and easy and slow. It's talking about the bigger perspectives here in a connection. Where do we see our future together? Can we build it together? Can we manifest it together? Ability to gain here. We have the Knight of Pentacles here reversed. This has all to do with the amount of time. Some of you are trying to manifest this a lot quicker than you anticipate it to be. So that's why you're embodying it, all right? There's something here about the instability or the length of time here it takes to learn. And this is going, listen, I'm not in no rush, but I'm going to do it right. And it doesn't mean that's going to take me forever to do it, as long as I set it in stone here to do it right. I just feel this energy of you doing something really right here for yourself, Cancer. Two of Pentacles here. I also feel there's this energy here of multitudes of options of where you put your time and effort into. Be careful of not overgiving, especially when it comes to responsibilities. All right. Spirit's saying only take what you can handle. Don't overdo it. You're not here to impress others. Your hardest critic's going to be yourself anyways. Right. Right. Yeah. King of Swords here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Some of you, it's like hire that accountant, hire that counselor, hire that mentor. Others of you, it's like get that health checkup with the doctor. There's just something here where you don't have to do it completely on your own. Like I feel this energy here of getting wisdom and knowledge from another. Your final message here, Cancer, from Auntie is for this week. You're feeling a lot, but not all of it belongs to you. So take a breath before you react. Ground yourself first, then decide what actually matters for yourself this week. Then decide, all right? So make sure you're taking a breath here to pause. All right, that's what we got here for Cancer. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages over at Harmonia Friends Community. And we're going to move on to Leo. Leo is next. Guys, we got a goal going on. We do. I know my moderator is not here and I haven't been pushing it. But if we get 5 donations here for this live, we will unlock another bonus reading here using the faded dice. We'll always get a collective bonus, but if not, we'll just have one. Leo is up. Welcome back, Joel. Leo, my lions. Leo. How you feeling going into this week, Leo? Oh, you're showing up as the King of Pentacles. You mean business this week. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. All right, let's see why you mean all business. What's all this business energy about for Leo? External reason for that? Knight of Swords. Well, you're getting some news. This communication, what's the integration of this news that you're receiving? Oh. This is an individual here that at one point, the two of you got along really, really well. So you're separated from this individual, or some of you are just in a period of not talking or just staying in your own lane. I do feel that someone here is opening up to talk to you, seeing where the future stands. All right. This doesn't have to be romance, but some of you, this is romance. This could be a friendship. This could be work related here too, where it's kind of like, well, you just stay in your lane and I'll stay in mine. You do your thing and I do mine. There's going to be a lot of back and forth with this individual. Your response to it. The Queen of Cups, you're quiet about it. You're listening. You're not trying to seek any kind of validation from whatever you're hearing from an individual. But here's the thing. Someone here really came about or maybe said something out of pride, allowed their ego to step in, and may have said some hurtful words to you, Leo. It feels like that. Welcome, Jen. Greater opportunity here for you this week. 9 of Swords. This is about confrontation. All right. Anything that this person has to say is fear of rejection or betrayal. It's like, oh gosh, what else are they going to come back with? Is it over? Or are they going to say they're done with me? Or am I losing my job? There's something here about facing the anxiety of having confrontation with an individual who in the long run was egotistical anyway. I'm not surprised we didn't get the 5 of Swords. Greater gain here for you. Believe it or not, there will be clarity out of this communication, and it's not as bad as you anticipate it to be. It's almost like a dodging a bullet, but I also feel like someone here is about to apologize to you. All right. You might have caught this person at the bad time, or they just let their ego get ahead. But again, your support card here has to do with the grief of this. You know, there's missing energy of this individual. But Leo, I feel this week you are going to be hearing from an individual, and it's not over. It's not finished. It's not about betrayal. I feel like it's clearing the air. I think that you're going to be clearing the air with an individual. Advice for you. Oh, well, the 2 cards came, so I'm going to take it together here. Look at this. The 10 of Swords, which I felt this energy was right there, and the Ace of Cups. Someone here is actually asking for your forgiveness, is apologizing to you. Didn't mean what they had to say, allowed their emotions to come up. So this could be for anybody at this point here, but I do feel like you're receiving an apology here this week, Leo. Leo, Auntie says, you don't need outside validation to confirm what you already know. There's strength in quiet confidence right now. Trust your read in the situation if no one else sees it yet. So you just need to trust yourself with this. You do. All right. This is something here where if it comes in, you don't listen, you don't have to overact, you don't have to take someone back. It's just listening. All right, that's what I got here for you, Leo. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages over at Harmonia Friends Community, my membership area, or you can book a private reading over on my website. We're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo is up next. Virgo is up. Guys, don't forget, we still have collective readings too, or one right now. We still have donations going on. I don't have my moderator here today. It's not her typical day, but I have a couple others stepping in to help out, so I do appreciate it. Mitzi, would you be okay if I add you as a moderator down the road? Because you're always jumping in, but I don't want to give it to you if you don't want it. You're welcome, Jen. Thank you for your support. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Debbie, for your donation. I appreciate it. We got our first donation here. We are 4 donations away, guys, from getting that collective bonus. 4-way. 4-way. Virgo is up. Virgo, let's see how your week is going. How is Virgo's week going to go? The Three of Swords here, reverse. You are processing some heartbreak here. This hurt. This hurt. This hurt. This hurt. You're strong, but you don't have to be so strong all the time here. I'm going to go back to this card here from the beginning. It's time to release old conditioning and to step into the new way of being. The old story and past cycles of blame, shame, and guilt need to move out. So you're facing some grief here about your past this week. Externally, what is this externally? 9 of Wands, something that's been blocked. Integration of this, the Devil. Capricorn energy. You have a blockage in your heart space, but it also was triggered to you or married to you from an individual. Maybe they blocked you, or maybe you just didn't get to have closure with this individual. But this is someone here who's entirely in a different plane right now. You're just not a vibrational match right now, but something here is being released this week, and it has to do with the toxicity. All right. Some of you are really finally ready to face an ongoing story in your head. This could be rumination. This could be something where before you may have tried to seek escapism of some sort, whether that is eating, drinking, smoking, whatever it is. You know, this is you realizing that it isn't healthy and it's not helping. How you're responding to this? 3 of Cups. You are going to your circle. I like this. I like this for you because you're not trying to be the strong one anymore. This is for a Virgo who this week you will be leaning on your circle. And let me tell you, if you don't think you got a circle here, they're here. It may come in ways that you don't anticipate. Could even be an online group. But this is you finding mutuality. Individuals here who are there for you, love you. Greater opportunity for you this week. Look at this, the 10 of Cups, to feel so loved. I'm getting emotional about this because I feel like this Virgo here is going through a massive grief this week, but is also feeling so much love. So it's like a double-edged sword because I feel like you're crying, but you're also crying with gratitude and appreciation because this is finally ready to be released in a way that you didn't even fathom. This is big news. Greater gain here for this Virgo here. Closure. This is such a straightforward reading. This is you putting something to rest. This is you having that closure, you know, and the reward here is going to be paying off in a much bigger way. I feel relief. I feel like you can finally sigh and you can be authentic and you can be messy or not. You got individuals here who love you regardless. And some of you, the people that love you regardless are, you know, your ancestors, your guides. Advice here for you. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is going to be new for you. Some of you, it's going to feel foreign. Putting yourself out there, asking for help or receiving something. It may not be huge, but it's something that feels unfamiliar. Okay. A message in the bottle is someone almost coming here and saying, hey, I was just thinking about you. Hey, are you doing okay? And oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Queen of Pentacles. That's your energy. This is being returned to you in a way that you're not used to having, because you always are the one who gives the nurturing advice, is the one who's caring, who's the one who's there. But Spirit's saying, no, emotionally, you need someone now. Emotionally, it's your turn. It's your turn this week. Virgo, Auntie says, you don't have to fix this. Let it be what it is for the moment. Sometimes clarity comes from watching, not trying to correct. All right. That's what I got here for you, Virgo. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget that there's always more messages over at Harmonia Friends Community. And if you want to book a private reading, you most certainly can do so on my website. We're going to move on to Libra. Libra is up next. Libra is up next. We still have Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces left. Once we get to the bonus collective, the window for unlocking the other bonus is, well, going to be going away. So make sure you go hit that target on YouTube. Hit that target. Good. I'm so happy for you, Debbie. That's amazing. I know you've been really working hard on yourself, and that just lights me up. I love when people put themselves first in a loving manner, you know? Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Libra, how you feeling going into this week? We have the Four of Wands here reversed. So there's somebody here. I don't feel like you want to be around anybody right now. Okay. Let's see the reason why. Oh boy. Maybe a specific person. Maybe it's not just everybody. There's a specific person here. Oh my gosh. This is an individual here that you considered. Could be a lover. Could be someone you were in a commitment with. Could be a friendship. Could be a family member. But there's this energy here of like, I don't want to be near them. I don't want to. Integration of this. Page of Cups, because you feel like this is a relationship that feels stifling. And this is a relationship here where I feel that you've outgrown. And some of you have been trying to fix something or patch it up, or it's just expired. I mean, that's what I really hear is that, Libra, this relationship has expired. You've outgrown this. You're not curious about trying to fix this or work on this or evolve with it. It's like, it's just stale. It just makes you feel drained. Some of you, this is a job. Your response here, you don't want this back. But you know what's so weird about it? There's this energy of not a direct hit to you, because when the towers reverse, yeah, it hits. It's shocking, but it's not usually a direct hit to you. It's usually around the environment around you. So there's something about your environment that seems off kiltered now because someone isn't there. All right, let's see what the greater opportunity is for you, because I almost feel like because you've created this space and time away from this person, partner, friend, job, some of you, there's something else to be gained here. Look at this. There is. This could be a new opportunity that jumps in. This could be a relationship that lights you up, but it sets you in the right direction. And what's shocking to you is I think at one point you tried to make this work, tried to make this fix, or like felt bad about it because I mean, the support card here is like the missing and the grief, but now you don't feel so guilty about it. What is Libra gaining this week? Oh my gosh, look at that. We got the 5 of Cups here. But here's the thing. Don't feel guilty about this because you're also triggering this individual to go in the direction that they were using you on. You catapulted this. You're catapulting someone this week. They may decide to do something on their own or shift gears, and you may not hear from them at all. Or they may say to you, hey, I think this is over, or hey, I don't think this is working out. But here's the thing. This is going to light you up. It is. All right. It's kind of like it's played its part. 5 of Cups here with that is a 6 of Cups. But you know, there's a support here of feeling bad for letting somebody go. And this week you see that it was needed for both parties. Advice for you this week. You can let this go and have, I feel like you're going to be so relieved. It's emotionally not fulfilling you at all, but there's also room for a new partnership here. All right. A contract is ending with you and another, and you may see that in a different way. Maybe you left a partner. Maybe there was somebody new now. All right. And this week here, it's like, I don't feel so guilty about it anymore. Like I can move on. But there's this energy here that it has been holding you back because of the guilt for leaving this. And this week here, you don't want to still be in that energy, but you see something flip. This individual here is choosing something else too. In a big way. Libra, Auntie says, you saw what you needed to see. Now give yourself space before you act on it. Not everything needs an immediate response, but you have to trust your intuition on this. You were ready to leave this anyways. All right. That's what I got here for you, Libra. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends community. And we're going to move on to Scorpio. Scorpio is up next. Thank you, Debbie, for your help. I do appreciate it. We got a small crowd here because this is not my normal time. So it's really going to put people off. But I'm taking off tomorrow. So I didn't want to wait till Monday because there's so much transition energy because of that Libra full moon that we're still going through it, that I thought it was important to get the message out before Monday, you know. But I will be back here Monday night for my Faded Dice. But I hate letting down my community. I want to make sure you guys get the messages still. But I'm also really looking forward to having off Sunday. I haven't had a Sunday off in like almost a year. I'm looking forward to it. Guys, we are 4 donations away from hitting our collective bonus here. So who's going to be in here? I know I got a small crew tonight or today or this afternoon. I don't know what time it is. I've been reading. I feel like I've just been reading all day, which I have been. Scorpio is in the house. Mitzi is back. All right. How you feeling, Scorpio? Ooh. Down on your luck. All right. External reason for this? So it's not coming in this week. It's not coming in this week. But here's the thing. You see this? This is the Wheel of Fortune right here. Externally, you're waiting. Integration of this. It's not here. The money's not here this week. The opportunity is not here this week. There's something here that you're anticipating of receiving this week. But here's the thing. It doesn't mean that it's a loss. Don't let your ego get in the way of this, because you have been doing a lot of hard work, but the strength here is like, I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. But what are you doing? You're just sitting there waiting. Spirit's like, you got to release that. Yeah, you are holding on to this far too tightly. Some of you are like, Tanya, I've been feeling it all like for months. It's coming. It's coming. Why isn't it here yet? Because you're focused on it not being here yet. How are you allowing the universe to work for itself here? There's things that are working behind the scenes for you. But right now you're holding on to lack, limitation, that you're going to lose it all. But at one point, where do you feel like you can gain it? What's a bigger opportunity for you this week? Listen, the bigger opportunity here is your patience. Trust the process. You got the mediator here. Believe in the intention that you put in, but also stop waiting for it. Trust the process of it. There's something here about an emotional imbalance. It's impatience, it's irritability, it's anger. It's like, oh, well, I could use it now. Something broke down this week. I guess I'm just cursed. So it's like, that's not what's happening. It's being protected for you. Yeah. It's time here to shift your perspective. This is time to shift your perspective. The hangman here is, keep your emotions in checks. Act as though that you've received this already. And know that if it isn't coming your way, it's because it's not meant for you. Something much bigger is coming, but your patience is so needed for you right now. I feel like the Scorpio here is like rolling their eyes at me. Or spirit, not really me. I'm just a messenger. Advice here for you. 6 of Cups. This has to do with your past. This has to do with your past, because when you haven't received something, it means you're not getting it. So that you have an inner child wound here that's coming out, and fears that if it's not being seen or validated, that they're not seen, they're not good enough. This is a not good enough wound coming up here. This is a week here where you can face that. You can let your inner child know, hey, I got you. I got you. Scorpio, Auntie says, you don't have to shut down just because you don't fully understand it yet. Stay with the energy here of patience. There's something deeper unfolding here, and it's working behind the scenes for you. All right. That's what I got here for you, Scorpio. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Community. And if you want to book a private reading, just check out my website. We're going to move on to Sagittarius is up next. Oh, you really want a job? Well, you put the time and effort in. You did all the steps. Now you get to breathe. I know that's hard to do because, that brings a lot of stability, right? It brings, like, especially when it comes to work, it's like, man, it's you can see what stability brings in for you. But can you bring stability without that? That's the part that's going to be juicy for you. It's the gratitude and appreciation. It's so crazy how that can shift our mindset too. As soon as we start saying or putting affirmations like to the universe, what good is coming my way and how quickly can you show me? like, show it to me. You can ask the universe to actually literally show it to you and just be open to how it's being received. And then your mindfulness and your awareness comes in. And what comes with it is gratitude and appreciation. You're like, I didn't even anticipate that. I didn't even expect that. Oh, that's why it happened. So it's a really big shift when you can do that. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see how your week's going to be. Guys, we got about 40 people in the room. Some of you are just here for the replay. But don't forget, there's a donation drive here going here for sponsorship. If you want to be a sponsor, then you will have the possibility here of unlocking a Fated Dice reading. So we just need 4 sponsors to unlock that. Sagittarius. Ooh. Right off the bat, we got the 5 of Cups here, but you're being supported by the universe, your ancestors. You're going through some kind of loss, grief, sadness. External reason for this for my Saggies. Oh, so you've been blocked by something. And this isn't a wall here that you really care to scale. Because this is kind of kick your ego. Integration of this, because it doesn't allow you to have closure. Some of you feel stuck because you're not receiving an answer. Someone here is not answering you, not giving you an answer, has blocked you, has made a statement here with silence. But it also was like, well, it almost makes you feel like you're hanging. You're disappointed. Response to that, you're disappointed here because if you got the closure here or an individual here who could have just stated something to you versus just shutting off or shutting down or just hoping you would go away, that's not the way that you would have done it. I feel like the Sagittarius would have had the courage to say, what's the issue? What's the problem? And this week you have someone here who's not doing that. And so it pisses you off, but also you have the Knight of Wands energy here is like, what am I supposed to do about this? All right, let's see what the greater opportunity is. Because you are being blocked by an individual. You're not receiving an answer this week. It's enough for you to put intention. And I love this because it's combination here with the mediator here with the magician energy, who's also mixed in with the alchemist of the archetype over at Harmonia. But you have an opportunity here to see this as full-on protection for you. If you can get out of the old conditioning release here, all right? Yeah, you're disappointed, sad, because this is a person here you trusted. This is a person here that you thought they were going to be in it through thick and thin, or this is a person here who promised you an advancement of some sort. For some of you, this is work-related. But here's the thing. You have much better way of utilizing your energy this week. Some of you, it's on a creative idea, a spark. Others of you, it's on your worth. What you could gain here with this opportunity. 10 of Cups here reverse, doing something on your own. You know, I just think someone here has made it quite clear to this Sagittarius that they don't want to be part of this circle. Some of this is tough because this is a family member, but you are doing something on your own. There's at least an opportunity for you to do that this week. But you also don't have to be careful. You don't rush into this with your ego, you know, try to proving a point like, fine, I'll do it on my own. But let's see, what advice does Spirit have for you? Ooh, 4 of Pentacles. That is a card here about holding on. Listen. You do not need to hold on to this other person's burdens. There's something, you two are very divided. But the baggage here comes into you hold on so heavily into this other person's baggage too. But this week here, someone's creating space or is not giving you an answer. And this should feel like a fresh of breath air. But for a lot of you, it's like, when are they going to come back around again? Or what am I going to have to deal with next? But Spirit's like, you already know your limits. Now create some boundaries here. Look at how much you've been holding on to. How are you supposed to be open to receiving? If you're penny pinching or saving every little penny here because of another individual. Like I said, some of you, this could be a family member here. Sagittarius, Auntie says, you don't need to run just because things feel uncertain. Sit with it a little bit longer. The direction will come, but not from rushing. And that's what I see. There's this energy or potential reaction of rushing. Like, let me rush to this and fix this without this individual and show them how much I can got now that I can receive. But seriously, don't rush this. Just evaluated that, you're holding on so much weight, that wasn't even yours to begin with. So just kind of be open now to see what you can focus your time and attention onto, and not this so much. All right. That's what I got here for you, Sagittarius. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we got Capricorn up next. Hello, Carol. Welcome. I appreciate you. It's a good time to come in. It's quiet today. I'm typically not on Saturdays. I'm usually on for Sundays, but I'm taking tomorrow off. Teresa, welcome back. You're going to want to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. But if you just jumped in, I do recommend just scroll back and listen to the astrology news and the collective reading, because the collective readings feed into each zodiac sign. That's how I read. Every reader does something a little different. So. All right, Cappies, let's see how your week's going. Capricorn. How you feeling? Ooh, you're going through some kind of blockage. This is really also a set card of self-isolation here too. When your walls are up really, really, really high, like a fortress, like Fort Knox here. Putting a lot of strength on those walls. External reason why for this week? Oh, a relationship. A relationship. Integration of this. Ooh, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. No wonder. You have someone here who, as authentic as they may be, their truth hurts. This person lashes with their words. They're witty, they're sarcastic, but they're mean. All right. This could be a coworker. This could be a boss. This could be a spouse. This could be a family member, a friend, but they're mean. They got a mean side to them. So your walls are high up, because it's like, this is someone that you usually have to spend time with. And there's mutuality here. But how can you be friendly with an individual here who's so cutting? Because that's what it feels like. I feel like someone here is super duper cutting. Thank you, Debbie. I do appreciate it. We are two donations away, guys, from another collective reading. How you're responding here? Ooh. You know what's interesting? There's jealousy involved in here. I'm not saying on your end. I think you got someone here who's incredibly jealous. So when there's negotiation or trying to talk to them, they're like, are you really liking me, or do you just hate me? No, this person is jealous of you. There's something that you have that they want. This week here, you feel it. There's just, it's in the bitterness. It's the way they talk to you. I almost feel like you pause and you go, Jesus, do you even like me? Like, are you being kind to me or are you being arrogant to me? Greater opportunity with dealing with this. Ooh. I think you're turning around saying that. You know, you have a reason to be defensive because someone's taking jabs at you this week. And so don't poke the bear, which is Capricorn. You never want to piss a Capricorn off. Listen, I got Capricorn in my family members and you don't want to piss them off. Once you're on the you're dead to me list, you're on the you're dead to me list. There's no coming back from that. Dang. Greater opportunity here for you. Oh, look at this. I knew it. I knew it. These two, to me, were never lovers. That they're all business, right? But this person is arrogant enough to poke you. And guess what? You're going to reflect it back, but not in a reversal way. It's with authentic communication of, hey, what's wrong? What's going on? You're confronting this. You're confronting an individual here, and it's like, cut the bullshit. What's this about? Advice for you. Oh my gosh. You got the 9 of Wands again. This is about your boundaries and your limitations. And when your boundaries and limitations, Spirit saying trust, even if it's not said, even if it's not seen, you need to trust your intuition on this. Especially something came out here with the full moon energy. And you got to know that we're going through the cycles here. Remember this week here, old conditioning release. It's time to release old conditioning and to step into the new way of being. Step into your sovereignty. Step into your truth. Call it out for what it is. Capricorn, Auntie says, you're thinking ahead, but this week, don't skip over how you're actually feeling as well. Both matter. Let them meet instead of choosing one over the other. And here's the thing, it's having balance here. Don't completely detach from your emotions because there's no water here other than this. So this is like, don't, if it hurts, it hurts. Because I feel there's this energy here that you would not treat this individual this way. So why are they treating you that way? So it's like, listen, what's going on? Something must be obviously wrong. I think you're calling somebody out. All right, that's what I got here for you, Capricorn. We're going to move on to Aquarius next. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages over at Harmonia Friends Community. And we're going to move on to Aquarius. Here we go. It is true. I know Cappies well. Cappies are very devoted, though. I have very close friends and family members who are Capricorn, but man, they can take things personally, like really personally. Guys, we are 2 donations away. Debbie has been donating, and I do appreciate every single one of those donations, Debbie. Thank you so much, and for helping to moderate as well, because I know Star is off today. Welcome back, Bernadette. My sister's a Capricorn too. I love her, but dang, when she's mad at me, it's just you're like tiptoeing in the room. Aquarius, how you feeling this week? Oh, Ooh, I like this for you. Celebration, letting loose, having fun. This is nice. External reason for the celebration. Oh, something's coming back around for you. There's an opportunity here. It wasn't missed. It may have not been seen. Maybe there was past disappointments. But guess what? This week, everything is kind of coming in the flow for you. It is. What's this about, Spirit? This has to do with what it's created space for. There has been a big gap with you when it comes to relationships. You know, you have solid friendships now. And if you don't, you're this week here, there's an opportunity here to meet someone here who is going to be solidly there for you. But there's a lot of emotional happiness. This is all cups. But the integration of this has to do with individuals. It doesn't necessarily have to be one person, of just not being like you have outgrown this, or you didn't feel in place with this. You know, you felt lonely in this group. Some of you, if this was even your family, you felt lonely in it. But this week, you're not feeling lonely. You're not feeling lonely this week. How you're responding to this? Page of Cups here, reverse. You know, this is much larger than you anticipated it to be. This is usually a card here of, you know, something that is small and emotionally satisfying, you know, dreamy, naive, but you're not naive anymore. Thank you, Shirley. We need one, guys. We need one more donation. We're getting closer. There's something here about knowing your worth, receiving love in a way that you never received before. People are thinking about you, checking on you this week. Oh boy. Oh my God, this is going to be such a change for you. This is such a change for you, a breath of fresh air. I feel it for this Aquarius. I just want to give you guys a hug. Like, this is a huge change for you. Some of you, you are in the right relationship now, or you're just around the right people. You got people here who care about you. There's people about being seen. It's just such a change. There's not something here where you're fighting for it or feeling like lost amongst individuals. Your circle's smaller now, but it's nicer. You don't need a lot of people. You don't need a lot of people, but you also have an epiphany moment that you spent a lot of time with the wrong one. Some of you, this could be a new job that you're at this week, and you're like, this is nice. Like, I feel so appreciative. And I know it's the first week, but it feels nice. But it's also going to give you that appreciation of, why did I stay in this so long? Or, oh, I can see why that expired the way that it did. This is something that created room for this. And that has a lot to do with that Libra moon. Advice here for you this week. I'm telling you, I told you it was a much bigger offer. You're not accepting a page anymore. Some of you, this is, you know, developing a relationship. You're not going to be single much longer. This is someone here who's up leveling. Others of you, it's just this energy here of care, love. Oh, 2 cards kind of flew out with this. I'm going to take it. Look at this, a Knight of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Some of you are moving. Some of you are booking a trip with these individuals. Some of you going on vacation. Some of you is just because you've up leveled. I mean, this is a big up level. I think Aquarius just got the best reading in the house here so far. I mean, we still have Pisces to go, but I feel like Aquarius here is really getting a good reading. Aquarius, Auntie says you don't need the answers here this week. Stay open to what's unfolding because there's a lot coming. Pulling away won't give you clarity. Stay present. Be willing to be open. And I feel that this energy here is that you may not be used to being seen in this way this week, but you got a good week. You got a good week. I hope the rest of the month here goes that well for you. All right, sending you love here, Aquarius. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages over at Harmonia Friends Community. And we're going to move on to Pisces. Now, guys, we are at the final reading. So if we don't get a donation here by this one, we're going to close the donation drive out. We need one more donation here through the Pisces reading to get to the collective bonus. Claim it, Mitzi, because it's like hot diggity dog. That's a great reading. I don't have Aquarius really a lot, like maybe a dash. If you look an eighth. I'm going to claim it energetically. It feels good. Why not? Debbie, thank you so much. I appreciate all your help too. You and Mitzi have really helped me out. I appreciate it. I asked you guys earlier if you guys wouldn't mind me putting you two as moderators in the future, just in case Star's out. You don't have to do anything. It's just a volunteer thing, but it helps me out. If you're open to it, you don't have to be. Thank you, Mitzi. I'll have to do it after the show. But you ladies are always so kind to me. We did it, guys. We did it. Or more importantly, you did it. You did it. Debbie, thank you so much for your donations. And Shirley. Debbie and Shirley are our sponsors for this afternoon. I almost said evening because I'm so used to doing this a little bit later. But we're going to get to the bonus collective here soon. Once we're on Pisces energy, this would be the time here. And we got a small crowd here, but that's cool. But this would be the time here to make sure that you like. This would be the time here to make sure you're subscribed because we're a pretty cool group. And also to make sure that you put bonus and what you want the dice to roll, because you never know what the dice is going to roll here, right? You never know. You never know. So go ahead. Let's get to it. Let me, oh, I forgot my train noise. Yeah, that's something Star would yell at me. Where's the train? Here's my radio days coming in. Back in the day. Gotta have your sound effect board. Come and ride that train. Pisces, here we go. Pisces, how's your week gonna be? Ooh, emotional. It's gonna be an emotional week. I feel a little bit irritable. I mean, this is you, but I feel this energy of like having brain fog, feeling a little bit confused. There's confusion here. Okay, let's see the external reason for this confusion. I'm being shown the Seven of Cups energy. Ooh, this is kind of coming out, so I'm going to take it. It's your intuition. You feel blocked this week. It's like brain fog, tired, not trusting your intuition, feeling off. Six of Cups. There's something about your past coming up. You know, I feel like you have a memory, you have a dream, something comes up in the forefront, and it's like, I thought I was over this. This is for Pisces here. Is like, I thought I was over this. Why is this coming back up? Or why energetically is this individual coming back up again? Or why am I thinking of that moment? It's not a happy memory. There's disappointment here. There's frustration here, but it makes you feel like a child again. The same insecurities of a child. That's what I mean. It does. Look, strength is here again. It's almost like a tantrum. I almost feel irritable with yourself. Like, God, you're such an idiot. Or God, like I feel like negative self-talk. You're trying to power through something this week. I feel this energy of being very mean to you, yourself. Greater opportunity here for you. Oh my gosh. I just want to hug you guys. You are worth it. Take a moment and breathe, but I also want you to take a moment here and look at yourself in the mirror today, right after this live, and say, I am worth it. It's okay if I have a bad day. I still love you anyways. You don't have to be perfect. This is just embracing that love and that compassion. It's not easy to be the Empress. The Empress is all four queens in one, but she goes through cycles. She goes through pain. Your intuition isn't blocked. It's just this energy here of fear coming back in. And the greater gain here is something is ready to be released, and it has to do with your past. It's not something that was last week or yesterday. This has to do with something as a child. And it may seem like the silliest memory that comes up, but do not ignore it. Because you never know as an inner child or as a child how that made you feel. Your body still remembers it as that. This has to do, 2 6s here, and you got the mediator here. Have that mediation with your inner child here this week. And I know we're not in the vice here, but I'm saying that's as someone here who does that kind of work, that's where you want to have that deep conversation with yourself. If you are in Harmonia Friends community, check out the Access Point experiences, the meditations with Medusa, which is part of Mastering the Mirror. All right. This is about your limitations. This is about holding on so tightly to stability, to playing small. And this, oh my gosh, is the Emperor. This is more about inner alignment than it is meeting a match. But there's a part of you that is taking on so much masculine energy here that it's wounded. And it's the limitations here. The Emperor takes accountability. They do make harsh moves. But they also deserve respect, right? They are a leader. But there's something here about holding on so tightly of high standards. Pisces, what Auntie says, you're sensing everything right now, but don't get lost in it. Let it guide you, not overwhelm you. There's clarity in what you feel. Just stay grounded in it. Just stay grounded in it. All right. That's what I got here for you, Pisces. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side, and we're going to get to it here with the collective. We're going to get to it with the collective. We got 2 bonuses here, guys. Oh, I didn't take the rest of the cards down. Debbie, do you feel comfortable with writing out what we roll? Are you cool with that? Helping me out with the dice game? She might be delayed. All right. Just make sure you're not delayed, because there's a little bit of a delay. I know sometimes the commercials pop in. All right, let's roll. Let's roll. All right, we're going to roll the dice here. Debbie's going to help me out and keep them on target here. And we're going to roll it a couple of times. So the more your signs come out with your placements, the more chances that this reading is for you. But just keep in mind, it's energy, guys. So if you feel guided to listen and to pause, this reading may be for you. Let's roll it. We have Gemini. Gemini is in the house. We have Sagittarius. Saggies are here. Who else? We got Taurus, the bulls. We have Scorpio. Scorpio is in the house. We got Taurus. You can just put Taurus twice. You don't have to type it all out, just 2 times or 2 X. And Aquarius. Those are the signs that came up. All right, let's just give Debbie a second here. And we'll get to the collective reading. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Debbie. All right, so we got Gemini, Sagittarius, Taurus twice, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So if you have any of those placements in your chart, this reading may be for you. Don't go anywhere, though. If your sign didn't come up, there could be more coming up in the reading. Oh, someone else got this. I can't remember which sign got the Wheel of Fortune here of how they're feeling, but it's about being down on your luck. It's feeling something here like bad things are happening. Like, what is going on? Things are breaking down. Unexpected bills. External reason for this. Not only that, I feel like quick movement. All right, let me see the integration of this eight of Wands here with that quick movement. Because it's like, okay, listen. This isn't the end of the world. This isn't the end of the world. In fact, by the end of the week, it's going to bounce back really quick. And you'll have, oh, that's why that happened. I do feel that how you start the week off is, well, dang, it's not going in my favor. Well, actually, it is. It's something about it pausing or needing a break. Now, here's the thing. This is creating a lot more space because you anticipated doing something this week about this. So this could come in like maybe having plans that got canceled. But it's also allowing you to work on something that you can invest more time and effort into. So that's actually a good thing. Some of you, it's canceling plans. Maybe it was for fun. You're really looking forward to it, but also, you know, you can work extra hours and it's actually going to help you in the long run so that you can have more fun. So there's something here about a quick adjustment about like, yeah, this sucks because you're not getting something, you know, how you're responding to this redirection, because that's what it is. Yeah, look, the 10 of Pentacles here versus something's canceled or you're just not look at this, 2 10s. I don't know if vacation's canceled. I don't know if a family gathering's canceled. You know, we're just going through with Easter energy here, but there's plans that are canceled this week. All right. Or maybe someone shows up and says they can't because they're sick. An event is canceled this week or news is canceled this week here that involves a gathering, a whole group of individuals. But here's the thing. There's a greater opportunity. Queen of Swords here, reverse. Interesting. Here's what's ironic. You don't fully want to start it anyway this week. It is a blessing in disguise. You're going to be a little bit sarcastic about it. You're going to be like, oh, I'm glad that's canceled. Now I can do this, or I can spend my time that, or you know what, I really got to look at. You're being very logical about this. But it's also giving you a time here to choose differently. Because if this does come back around, you may not choose it again. There's that mediation. There's what it is, collective. Right? That can happen many different ways. Whether something comes canceled and you get your money back, it's like, do I want to really invest in that again? Maybe it was an omen of some sort. And if this is someone here that cancels on you and it's been something that's been done before, this is you going, well, I kind of feel like 3 strikes, you're out. You know, like there's just something here where you are going to be very logical about it. Greater gain for you. Look at this. We have I told you it was a redirection for something that is going to be much better for you. So do not take this news as bad news. Take this news as they just redirected you to where you really should be putting your time, your money, your effort, whatever it is. Because now it's like you have the money, whatever it is that you're getting back, you have the time or money or yeah, I mean, I feel it's either time or money. You'll have that now to put into something that is way more lucrative, whether that's people, whether that's a new job, whether that is an idea, whether it's something that you wanted to have fun and do on your own. This is a big deal. Advice for you. Look at that. We got the Queen of Cups. My theory was the Queen of Cups becomes the Queen of Swords. So there's something here collective with your compassion here. But look at this, 4 wands. There is a union, but it is not with this. Consider this a blessing in disguise that you don't get this, or this gets canceled, or this opportunity isn't yours, because it's actually putting you in the right direction of a way better opportunity. I mean, this is a big opportunity. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I get to do that now. Yeah. Collective. Auntie says, just because you understand it now doesn't mean you have to act on it immediately either. Let things settle so you know your next move actually aligns. You're not behind, you're in between. And that's what I feel like. You're in the in between this week with something, and it's going to just kind of shoot you in the right direction. All right. So you don't have to absolutely like go gung ho on this. All right. That's what I got here for you, collective. We're going to move on to our sponsored collective here now with the unlocked one. As soon as I find it, here we go. Unlock bonus. We got one more, guys. One more. I'm going to clear the board. Who's still here? Who's still catching the live? I know I got Debbie here. I know I got Mitzi here. Thank you, ladies, for both being on today. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Debbie. I'm just going to shuffle real quick. All right, here we go. Final reading, guys. Again, shout out to Debbie, who is my moderator today, Mitzi too, and Shirley for making this sponsor possible. I appreciate you ladies a lot, and so does the collective. Make sure you guys are thanking our sponsors too, because you wouldn't have this reading without them. And also, I want to remind you that, yes, I am off tomorrow, but I will be back here on Monday for a collective faded dice roll reading, which is basically this, but you get 2 readings. There's a general one, and there's also one that is catered to love. So if that's something here that you want to check out, make sure you set your notifications. Guys, we are all booked out for the week here. So we have a couple faded dice. And then on Friday, for those of you looking for the love readings, it's going to be the next person coming in and why. The next person coming in and why. So make sure you set your notifications here for that one. That should be a real fun one. That should be a fun one. All right. Welcome, Debbie. Here we go. All right. I'm rolling the wrong. Here we go. I'm rolling the wrong dice. Jeez Louise. I picked up the dice and I was like, wait a minute. These are smaller. You can tell I'm tired. I'm not used to having double lives. I feel like they're back to back, even though they weren't. All right, here we go. You ready, Debbie? Texas, Debbie. Happy Easter to you. All right, here we go. We have Cancer. Our crabbies are here. We have Pisces starting off real strong with water. All right. We have Leo, our lions. We have Capricorn. 2 more rolls. We have Gemini. The twins are here. I think we got them last time. And Libra. The scales are here. That's who we have here for the collective. I'm going to give Debbie a second so she can get that all out. Thank you, Debbie. These are our bonus. So if you have these placements in your chart, this reading may be for you. Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Capricorn, Gemini, and Libra. We always go 1 row further with the collective here reading with the unlock bonus for the sponsor. Here we go. Collective, how's your week going? Ooh, we have the 8 of Pentacles here reversed. You don't have to do everything. You're working too hard. You're going to burn yourself out doing this. I feel like you got a lot on your plate this week. Listen, this overdoing stuff needs to change. You know this. It's not really allowing you room to transform. There's an old pattern that's coming up of proving. There's guilt, there's shame. Like you have to put in more. Oh my gosh. Listen, there's an amazing opportunity for you. There is. And maybe this amazing opportunity here is if I get it done, if I get to this now, then the quicker we'll get here. But that's not how it works. You don't have to rush this. You get handed the Ace of Wands. You got to handle that with care. You got to work on your stamina here. Thanks. Hello, Karen. There's this energy here where you're trying to prove yourself, maybe feeling guilty. Maybe you took on too many things this week. Or maybe, you were trying to impress an individual this week. But maybe you're trying to impress yourself. Sometimes we're our hardest critic, right? Like we really can be. What's this overwork about, Spirit? What's this overwork about? Look at this. Listen, you already know this is your limit. Okay. It's this week here. When you start overdoing stuff and piling stuff on, you're going to be saying, why did I do that? I know I can't do that. I know I can't take that on. I know I'm not feeling well. I know it's too much. Why am I trying to be an overachiever? There's been an overachiever here. Yeah. Because the fear here is, gratitude, appreciation. It's not, listen, don't let your pride get in the way of this. But the seeking of validation here this week is not going to happen in the way that you anticipate, other than you're going to burn yourself out. Happy Easter to you, Shirley. Yeah, this is all about reciprocity. This is all about balance. This is all about, handling it with care. Having those hard conversations. This is all about balance, which is that mediator. I'm going to go back to the collective reading. Listen to the archetype of what we rolled. We rolled a 6, which is 6 of Pentacles here. How are you responding to this? You have the ability here to ask for help, get assistance, to know your limits, so you don't shoot yourself or stab yourself. Right? The worst betrayal that you can do right now is trying to complete something with an unrealistic deadline this week. These swords aren't in your back. This is right in front of you. You're doing this to yourself. So Spirit is calling you out on this. You got 2 10s now. You do. Greater opportunity for you. There's guilt here. There's shame here of like not being able to do something. You got to release this. You got to release this. You got to cut this. You got to be swift about it. An opportunity here to say no. An opportunity not to over-explain. It's a big one. A lot of you like to over-explain why you can't do something. Come up with all these excuses when it's like simple as you just can't. You know, you're allowed to just say no. You're allowed to say, I can't. Most people don't even care why. Seriously, try it. If they say why, you can give a realistic answer, but you don't have to give a whole spiel. Greater gain here for you. You're self-sabotaging. There's a fear here. There's a fear here when it comes to reciprocity. I can do it. You know, they're giving, okay, thanks, Spirit. Love that. Thank you. They're using me as an example. So I got a new couch this week. And I was going to ask my friend to help me move the old couch into the basement because I'm making kind of like a rec room. And well, the couch came, 2 days earlier. And so I didn't want to be a burden. So I said, oh, I got this. And so I moved a whole goddamn couch by myself into a basement. And, that's not too much of a big deal because I'm going down and I could slide it down. But I got like trapped underneath the couch for good like 10 minutes because I couldn't move it up. I was trying to angle it. And I was just thinking like, I'm live by myself. I'm all on my own and I'm going to be trapped here. My cats are just going to be here. No, who's going to find me? Who's going to find me underneath this couch that I had to move, So, but here's the thing. You don't have to be the bigger person, Spirit's saying. You don't have to. And I got myself out, but man, was I like, Jesus, why did I do that? I should have just waited. Like there was no rush. Listen, there's no rush. Yeah, I needed to pivot. Four swords here, right? You're allowed to take a pause. You don't have to rush this, all right? You have to handle this with care. However this may be coming. Whoever this may be coming, all right? Queen of Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is the energy here of, look, she's holding the wand. Look, she's holding the wand there. This has to do with knowing your limits, your growth, your confidence, your courage here of showing up, but showing up with confidence of just saying no this week. What Auntie wants to say to you, collective, not every urge to act is meant to be followed right away. Some are showing you what's coming, not what's ready. Choose your moment. Don't just react to it. Okay. This is like something here where I feel you want to act right away. This is like so perfect for this reading. But the Spirit's like, chill, say no. Say no. All right. No, I could not. I didn't have anybody because it was just my couch was something that was built. I had to build it myself. So it was just FedEx dropping it off. And I did. I built the couch myself, but I had to move the other one to create space for it. And so, I like that kind of stuff. I'm weird. I like that kind of stuff. So, I didn't have anybody to help me. I should have asked. I can't say that. I did have somebody to help me, but I'm stubborn. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And I will miss you guys tomorrow, but I appreciate you being here and all for the likes and the loves and for the sponsorship. And thank you for Mitzi and Debbie for stepping in as moderators. I appreciate it. And I will be back here on Monday evening at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. You guys take care. Have a good day.